I'm Bianca Miller-Cole.
And I'm Byron Cole.
Welcome to the Self-Made Podcast. Today we are interviewing the amazing Peter McIver. Many of you might know him as PMAC. PMAC, welcome to the Self-Made Podcast.
Thank you for having me here.
How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Good.
Thank you for being here today. Well, before we move on to all these lovely questions we've got for you, where does the name PMAC come from?
So my brother Slider Cuts will say that he made up the name,
Alright.
Okay.
but it comes from, you know, when you watch wrestling and you realise that everyone has an alter ego.
Yeah.
But The Rock has Dwayne Johnson's The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin is Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And after you realise that people like that alter ego,
Mm-hmm.
so PMAC is short from Peter Mac or McIver.
So what's your alter ego?
PMAC.
No, but like in terms of characteristics.
Oh, so basically I think PMAC is the fitness side of things.
Yeah.
And Pete is just a normal guy on day to day.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. How do you know when you're getting which one?
Oh, you know what? If I'm not in this and I'm Peter.
Then you're fine. Okay, well from now on I'm going to call you PMAC then, because you're in there.
Well, now Bianca's finished, hyperventilating. Do you normally walk around like this?
In the summertime, 100% yes. 100% yes.
I'm going to the gym.
Okay. I'm
That is it. I'm sold. I'm sold. Where do I join?
I'm a lifestyle here.
So tell us, how did you, and is fitness always been something you were in love with, or is this a new thing? When did this all become?
See, for me, I have 3 older brothers, so fitness for me has always been there, in a sense of like, not even knowing it's been there. WWF at the time it was, and we used to play fight. And after watching Lindsay Christie on TV, I used to always admire to be a 100 metre sprinter, not in a sense as fast as them, but have their body shape.
Okay.
And after, so basically, without even knowing I was into fitness, I used to watch all these things like wrestling, WWE, watch Arsenal, and after you just become part of you.
Okay.
So we've made an assumption about fitness here,
Yeah.
but tell us a bit about what you do.
So I'm a personal trainer, and I train quite a few people in the public eye.
Like who, for example?
That was very coy the way you did
He's
that.
a public eye. Like who?
So I've trained, where should I start, from the beginning?
Oh yes. we
So
want it
basically
all.
my first ever client was DJ Spoonie, actually. That's my first ever client. He was my mentor at the time and just telling me about the business and about, how do they say it again? They say just having a business that people want to buy into and don't overcharging people, because people need to know who you are before you can start to overcharge. And that's what I got from Spoonie about 12 years ago, and even still till today. Then after I trained Talisa, then after that I trained Reggie, then I trained...
Reggie Yates, everyone. Not, he's Reggie to him, but for
The
everyone
best
else.
Reggie, yeah.
To Lisa.
You know those.
Do
Yeah.
you know what it is, like, because what people understand, we're training, you get to know people as Reggie or Talisa. I'm like, for you people, that's Reggie Yates. I'm like, okay, that's just Reggie. Yeah. Then after I trained, I trained Rochelle. But with Rochelle, what people don't understand is I knew Rochelle 10 years ago, because we used to be in the same clubs or in the same scene all the time. So I used to say hello to her. So it was always going to happen because of face familiar. Then after I trained Marvin, then I trained Giovanna, then I trained Katie Piper, then I trained someone else.
So I don't know who Giovanna is. Go
Giovanna Fletcher.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Then I trained Lucy Watson, then
Okay.
I trained Dua Lipa, then I trained,
Wow.
yeah,
So who's
So really
been the
who's
biggest
who?
diva?
I can't say that.
I thought I'd try.
You went straight to the tough question.
Yeah, I went straight
I
there.
still want a job.
Who's been the best person you've enjoyed working with?
To be fair, the biggest person for me was Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Not because he was the biggest or the famous, because he was the reason why I got everyone else.
Okay.
Because he was the face that everyone, like what people understand with Reggie is, he's a face that everyone loves.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're associated with Reggie, everyone wants to be associated with you.
Yeah.
And that's what was so powerful about Reggie.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
So let's go back a bit. Before you trained Reggie, you were already training
Yeah.
normal, non-celebrity people, or give me the journey. How did you end up in this position to be training someone like DJ Spoonie or Reggie Yates?
With Spoonie, we used to play football together.
Okay.
And my older brother at the time was playing football with Spoonie. And if you know Spoonie, he knows everyone.
Okay.
So Spoonie wants to know you, and if you're younger than him, he wants to help you out. So his philosophy towards me was just, you being associated with me is going to help you out. And it is true, yeah, being associated with certain people helps you out in the long run. And that's why I tell people all the time, never look at the financial side of things. Always look at the things that these people can attract for you just by being in their presence.
Sure.
So after with Spoon, there was a big gap, and I trained to Lisa, and after I was training for about 5 years. Then after I just started doing concepts like earn your t-shirt, on the spot challenges. I had a videographer before anyone else had videographers. I'd done a YouTube channel. Funny thing, I done a YouTube video about 8 years ago. The only reason why I'm not a YouTube sensation today is because I only done one video.
Okay.
And after you learn from that, like if I had done a video every single week from 8 years ago, I would probably be the biggest YouTuber right now.
Yeah.
So after you pick up all these stuff, then after I done Instagram seriously, like I took it from, or at the time my brother was doing it seriously, and I took it from being social media to business media, and like I was so serious about it that I lost a bit of myself because I should have kept it more lifestyle. Because where fitness is right now, fitness is all about lifestyle, and I should have showed a bit more of myself on day to day, and what that's fitness. But I kept it. I went straight to fitness, and anything I posted was just fitness related, which was my mistake because you become a robot, and people feel like you're this person who only does one thing.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have done that.
So that leads us onto a great point. So what makes you different, I guess, from many others out there doing, what's perceived to be very similar in terms of personal trainer?
I can go through a lot of things. One thing I'd say is that I'm not scared to put out my faults. And a lot of the way the industry is you have to be perfect. And I'm trying to make people understand that no, you don't have to be perfect. Like the reason why people relate to people who are overweight and lose weight is because they're overweight, and that's their journey. And the reason why people weren't relating to me, or they were relating to me, was because they thought that I could do everything. So as soon as I started showing that I can't swim, or I can't do handstands, or I can't do this, but I'm going to show you that this is where I am from day one, and we'll take you on my journey. That's when I became more relatable, and people realized, okay, cool, he can't do this, and he's shown us he can't do it, and he's being vulnerable on camera, and now he actually is a person rather than just a robot who can do everything.
And where do you see this going? So at the moment you're training some phenomenal people, but I see now, I follow you on Instagram, so I see that you're training with other people as well.
Yeah.
What's the kind of plans for the future of your fitness business?
I haven't got a plan, to be fair, and you can't have a plan now. Maybe 10 years ago you could have had a 5-year plan because of the internet and you never know what's going to happen next. I don't know who I'm going to train next. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't even know what's going to happen next hour because of how I live my life as a person. I'm like, let's just see what happens. Like, I wake up every morning and say, let's just see what happens. Let's just see who emails me. Let's just see who calls me. Like, I don't know who's going to call me. I don't know who's going to email me. I don't know nothing. All I know is that I'm going to get up every single day at about 4:30 in the morning and just go after that day.
That is such a relaxed way and chilled way of approaching it.
Yeah.
But then you must maybe have then some kind of aspiration for what you want to do.
The funny thing about that aspiration goal is that everything that I thought that I wanted to achieve when I was younger,
You've done.
I've achieved because I came from a poor background. So for me, all I ever wanted to do was own a car, own a Rolex, and own a pair of Gucci shoes. Because of wrestling, Triple H used to wear Gucci shoes.
Yeah.
I talk about Rolexes. And after I used to see rappers driving nice cars.
Yeah.
And the car I actually wanted to own was actually a Volkswagen Polo. And that was it because that's all I could see.
Yeah.
I didn't see owning a house as a goal. I didn't because it was too far away from me.
Sure.
Yeah.
And do you add the nutrition element to what you do, or is it?
So with food wise,
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's a lifestyle, and after even that part of things, like I try to be different on every level. Like I tell people, like I don't believe in cheat days. Not because because I'm like, because like if I crave a burger right now, I'm gonna eat a burger right now. Like, I'm not gonna plan to eat a burger on Sunday.
Yeah.
if I crave,
it's true. It's crazy.
Crave today, like I'm not gonna plan a cheat meal. Like on Sundays, like my diet isn't great because on the weekend I eat twice on on Saturdays, twice on Sundays.
And what should it be?
And it should be 3 times or 4 times because of what I do. But I'm on a go. I'm on a go, so I just
life gets in the way.
I can't be bothered to stop off and just have a break and eat food. I'd rather just be working than stopping off. So I just like to take things. I just like to tell people that you can be relaxed and enjoy your life rather than listen to all these fitness people who believe that this is how you have to do it. Because end of the day, the only reason why about being rude, most of these girls want big asses because of Kim Kardashian. 10 years
It's
ago.
not even real.
Well, you don't have any allegedly.
Allegedly, sorry.
Allegedly.
And 10 years ago, everyone hated the big ass.
And lips.
And lips. And everyone loved J-Lo shape, but no one trained for J-Lo shape. We used to admire it, but now because of Kim Kardashian and she's got such 100 million followers that people feel this is the body that all us men want. Personally, not me.
So do you find people come to you and say, PMAC, please train me, I want to look like Kim Kardashian?
No,
Is that the...
Because I'm not that...
You're not that trainer?
I'm not a trainer. I'll go somewhere
Right.
with a big ass or the,
Okay.
yeah, or the big glutes.
So what do people come? What do people come to you for? What's the thing that is most desired when they say they want you to
Weight
train?
loss.
Just weight loss.
Weight loss.
Okay.
So it's weird because I train 95% women, 75% men, which is I find weird because I'm in shape for a guy, and I think guys should look at me and say, okay, yeah, I want to be like him because he's in shape, but I don't get guys
Why do you think that is?
because I don't know.
Do you think it's intimidating?
Yeah, but
If you're a guy that's,
But
yeah, but then where do you go? Who do you go to? If
But-
you can't go to a guy that's overweight and like,
sure, and you're not going to go to a woman to train you, really, are you?
No.
Realistically.
but
do
you are.
guys think they can do it themselves? Perhaps.
Yeah, that's why social media is for women more than men. That's why you'll see more women on social media are doing better than men because women are more invested into looking good and looking great, so they pay more attention to social media than men do. Men just like, for example, a woman will post a picture about herself, a selfie, and talk about everything she's going through that day. A man will post a picture of him, a selfie, and just talk about killing it. That's all you're right, caption killing it. And whereas the woman has wrote every single day about her period, about this is going on in my life and blah blah blah. So now a woman can relate to that caption.
Yeah.
Where
A true
a man would just write, yeah, killing it, and hopes it's a great caption, but no one can relate to that. Yeah.
So
That's
interesting.
That's a sad but also like an interesting view. So most of your clients are women, and what's the kind of biggest change you've seen in terms of transformation?
You know, I've had a few, but the main one for me was the big. Her name was Lizzie at the time. She came to me, and she was 12 and a half stone. And I got it down to 8 stone. But what was so weird about that situation was because when I trained her, I was like, "How the hell are you overweight?" Because her mind was just so focused. I just couldn't see how she allowed herself to be overweight. And even till today, I'm like, I don't get how you got there, because the way you approach this training session is like
Ministry.
tunnel vision. Like if I say to you, I can't do any time, it takes me trim at 4 a.m. Like it's just so like focused. Like I just don't get how you even got there. But obviously she got there, and after it made my job easier because of
She was focused.
just focus. And plus, you know what? It's the main thing that changed for me from not getting results to getting results was charging more.
Yes.
That was the biggest. I'll say the biggest thing for me was
Changing your pricing.
changing pricing from 30, 40 pounds to 60, 70, 80 on a higher, because the more people pay, the more they invest in.
That's so interesting.
We talk about that
and
all the time.
Yeah, we talk about price and
not
value.
being cheap, not being the cheapest on the market. That's not always the right customer.
Yeah.
So if there's going to be lots of people out there who are maybe fitness trainers, and you've got a big social media following.
Yeah.
What advice would you give those guys who are trying to increase their profile, increase their following?
Create a journey. Train people for free. Like there's a thing. Obviously, there's Gary Vee and there's a lot of motivational people. What Gary Vee promotes is jab, jab, hook. So basically, you need to tell people what you can do. And the way you tell people what you can do is by training someone for free who's overweight and bringing them down. Now you can sell a product. So you say jabbing them, and after you show her journey, so you can just exchange that. You can say, listen, I'm going to train you for free, but all I need you to do is let me document it. And after like weight loss is massive. If you make someone lose weight who's got a big mouth, I have a lot of friends.
They tell everyone.
You're a winner. You're
They're your
a
biggest.
winner.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
winner.
yeah.
You're a winner. You're a winner, and that's it. And after the next client you get after that, it will never be your fault because you've really proven yourself.
Sure.
So that's how you do it.
And do you feel that's how have you gotten more clients because of word of mouth or because of the celebrity element? Kind of the women who've lost weight and told every single friend they've come across, or is it the celebrity thing?
Both. Like, obviously, the celebrities are massive. Like I will never take that away because it's helped a lot. But I always wanted to train a celebrity. I'm not gonna lie. I always wanted to train a celebrity. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I always wanted to train celebrities. And getting the results from the celebrities is like I can't express how important it is to making a celebrity lose weight. Like it's so important. It's so powerful. Not important, but so powerful because now you become God or Jesus because you made her lose weight. Like for me, I want to change Gemma Collins right now. I want to train her because of who she is.
Have you said that? Have you told her? Have you mentioned it to her
Well,
team?
I put it out there. I'll put
It's
it
on there. That's what I was going to say because it's
Gemma
on there
Collins,
now.
if you're
Gemma
watching-
Collins. Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah.
But the reason why I want to train her because she's got such a big mouth, and everyone knows who she is.
Yeah.
And she's known for being big, and not about being rude, but she's known for being big. And after this, like, it will help me.
Yeah.
As long as it helps her.
And help her at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what are your top tips for success in the fitness world?
Be yourself, and the sense of remember. I always tell people what you need to understand is every single thing you read on Instagram, in a book, is somebody else's opinion. Now it's time to make your own opinion. So if you tell me, I'm not putting it out there, but if you tell me that to eat 10 cheeseburgers you're going to get a 6-pack, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
You are now the new book that somebody's going to be later. So just make sure that with your opinion, you're firm by it, and you don't care what I say about it, you don't care what they say about it, it's your opinion, and you'll stick by it. And if that opinion gets you results, what can anyone say?
And in terms of, if we flip that now to the opposite, so your top tips for anyone out there trying to maybe lose weight, apart from hiring you, of course, what would your top tips be for them?
Be honest with yourself. Be seriously honest with yourself, because a lot of people don't know what they eat. And I always tell my clients to take pictures of everything you eat, just be self-aware. Because as soon as you become self-aware of what you're eating, you can see it. Like if I told you, or I asked you the question, what have you eaten today? You'll probably tell me I've eaten this for breakfast, I've eaten that. But you're probably going to miss out a little bit of snack that you've missed out. But if you take a picture of everything that you eat during the day and look at it at the end of the day, you're like, okay, cool.
You see where you're going wrong.
This is where I'm going wrong.
Yeah.
Like don't be stupid and say, oh, I'm eating great when you know you're not eating great, and don't compare yourself to me, don't compare yourself to her, because what I do is I'm active. I don't sit down at a desk job. So I could probably go and eat 10 cheeseburgers today and still look slim tomorrow because I'm going to be walking around. You can't eat 10 cheeseburgers because you're sitting in an office desk.
Yeah.
So be like, if you want to scrutinize people, look at exactly how they live their life. Like, do they sit down on a desk? Probably not. That's why they have freedom to eat more than you.
Yeah.
So you seem like quite a kind of laid back kind of guy, but I'm sure you have a lot of routine in your life when it comes to fitness.
Oh, no, I have to self-improve every day. So basically, I always try and change everything. The way people was perceiving, like, I don't say I'm ready for the gym. I say I'm ready to self-improve, because it is self-improvement. Like, and what does the gym actually mean? It means nothing. But someone names it the gym because the way basically it's to do with gymnastics, but nothing to do with gym.
But it's good way.
But that's it. If I said to you, I'm going to self-improve, and it's it kind of official word that self-improvement means gym, you'd be like, okay, go get self-improve. What are you going? You're going to self-improve to. In what field? I'm going to hit some weights, self-improve. I'm going to go to yoga, self-improve. So that's how I like to create my own sayings.
So even when you're not training your clients, you're training, aren't you? You're doing your own. Do you have like a morning routine? Do you go for a run?
Basically, I had to be fair. This is going to be so bad, but I haven't ran by myself for about 5-6 years because I run with every single client.
Wow.
So I don't need a point in me running by myself. I go to the gym Monday to Friday. I go to yoga Sundays. I try to do yoga 3 times a week. I'm very active, so I try to do yoga, handstands, swimming, and get all in during the week. But I always go. But the gym Monday to Friday is like that. Like
plus clients.
Plus
swimming, plus the handstands, plus the dance class, plus the yoga.
Yeah.
But that's.
So, but how does the average person who maybe works a 9 till 7 job, no one really does 9 till 5, so 9 till 7, how can they get the right level of fitness in? How long do they need to be training for? What should they be doing?
The thing about the person who works 9 to 7, the reason why they probably eat this much, and they probably burn off this much, so that they're putting on weight. Whereas I probably eat less than them because I'm too busy, and I train this much. So this is my weight loss gap every single day, which means that I'm not actually eating enough. So I need to get there. So what I tell people is, think about what you're eating before you start training, and after, design your training program around
what you eat,
around what you eat, how you live your life. And if you're gonna have a bad day, make sure you train. Like, don't be stupid and listen to people say, I'm gonna have a cheat day on a day that I don't do.
But they're not training.
Do nothing. I'm like, I always scratch my head. I'm like,
that doesn't make any sense.
how are you gonna have a cheat day on a Sunday when you do nothing?
You don't train on a
Sunday. That's your chill day.
Like to have a cheat day on your hardest workout day, because it'll count out yourself. But obviously, society has made you feel Sunday.
Yeah,
cheat day.
that's okay.
Like there's a lot of things that I disagree with. Like even like hump day on Wednesday, I'm like,
which day?
Hump day on a Wednesday.
What's that?
When people say it's hump day.
Well, I don't know what that.
Halfway through the week.
Right. Oh, okay.
And what happens? They
yeah.
just
no. People like say
that's how they.
That's their excuse for not doing stuff on the midweek.
And it's hump day. There's so many things that people allow, and it you know what? It's not that people allow it. It's just that they hear it from maybe a celebrity,
sure,
and it becomes their word. That's why celebrity endorsement is so massive, because people know how powerful what they say goes.
So you're quite relaxed. It seems quite chilled.
Yeah.
Are you like this when you're training your clients?
Yes.
Yeah. And go ahead.
My theory isn't to shout at you, because I can shout at you all day long.
Yeah.
I've lost control. But one thing I've learned from my parents is when you look at me and with a disappointed eye, it's more powerful than shouting.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. More than any words can say.
Yeah, he's looking at.
You thought that setup was good, did you?
And after, it's more powerful than shouting. Like from growing up I come from the boot camp age, and after I always thought, I'm gonna be a boot camp trainer. I want to shout at people. I'm like, no. I'm gonna talk to you, look at you, and say, be disappointed in you.
Yeah, I feel
bad already.
Oh wow. Okay, so I know I kind of tried to push you on some tips for some of the words, but I want to get some, apart from being true to yourself, someone out there who's trying to lose some weight, who perhaps can't afford to have you in their corner training them. What could they do? So
I always say, people are lucky nowadays. Whereas back in my days, I'm getting old now. We had to go to a encyclopedia to find out information. Now you've got YouTube. Now you've got Instagram. Now you've got Twitter. Now you've got all these platforms where people are promoting how to lose weight. And all you've got to do is find one person and stick with that one person. And they might sell a plan for £40, but that's a £40 plan that you can last for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So you and don't get caught up in his training. Like, just stick to one person who you actually believe is actually going to be honest with you and follow their plan. It's £40 and you probably can do it anyway. And that's 40. And you say, I can't afford that, but everyone can afford £40 without sounding bad, because I'm sure there's stuff you buy
that you can do without.
You can do without if you really want that. If you really want to lose weight.
And how many times a week do you train a particular client? Is it?
So 2 to 3 times
per week.
Yeah.
In a particular area?
So I'm based in Primrose Hill, mainly, but today's go like to near the end of the day and move closer to Hatton, because that's where I live.
So you go to them,
No,
or they come to you?
Come to Primrose Hill Park.
Yeah. Oh, to the park?
Yeah. Because I'm a cheaper. I don't want to pay rent for nothing.
Yeah. is there rules? I'm hearing there's rules around training in parks these days, or some parks, Royal Park.
So you got to have a park license, which costs £720 a year, which is fine.
A what? Sorry.
A park license.
Have you do this?
Yeah.
To do what?
To
train in the park.
Train in the park. Because if you run a business in the park.
Okay, yeah, I
You're
guess.
you're using it as
what
a
if you're not? What if you don't charge?
No, but they don't care. But
that's what I'm getting.
But the thing, but I had an issue with this for a long time, and I didn't get one for a long time.
You have to just pay the money.
But because the reason why I had an issue with it, because I grew up as parks being free.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm paying for something that used to be free. Like this is free. Like this is free. It's
yeah,
free.
you're paying that for your council tax anyway.
And the only reason why I paid for it was because I became more popular in the park.
And you have to,
and they became
more attention.
And they were looking for me rather than
not. So what do they do? Do they patrol it? Like
they would come up to you and say, "How was your license?"
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. And if you don't have a license, I'm sure there's a fine or something like that.
If you don't have a license, tell you need to get one for next time, or we'll kick you out.
Goodness.
Well, there's a message there. If you haven't got your license, guys,
make sure you get one.
Make sure you do. Wow.
Okay, excellent. So, other than kind of in the park type training, you're a big believer in kind of yoga and swimming.
Yeah.
Is that because that gives a different dynamic to the training? What's the kind of the flexibility?
The yoga thing started like, when I tell people the story why the yoga thing, they always laugh at me. I'm like, it's the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason why I started doing hot yoga is because it was in 2019. And my friend said to me, if you go to yoga, hot yoga, all the girls are half naked, and all the girls will love you because you've got a nice body. So
that's good reasoning. I mean, that's fine.
Your friend is no
great.
comment.
and that's how it started. And for the first 3-4 months, I wasn't there. I wasn't in yoga for yoga. I was in yoga because everyone was half naked, and I'm like, this is weird. This is amazing. Like, how can you be hot naked? And then after I became good at it.
Yeah.
And after when you become good at it, you totally forget that the girls are in class.
Yeah.
And after I became really good at it, and after everyone started complimenting me, then after it just became so hard to stop because I was like, I went from the bottom of the class to like everyone's worshipping me now, and after I started doing crazy stuff with my body, and after people are coming now, and after you realise that in your 20s all you care about is looking good, and in your 30s all you care about is make sure they stay healthy, because you see people around you who they've got walking chairs, or walking sticks, then chairs, like I've seen how you lived your life, and I can understand why you're here. I want to make sure that never happens to me. And after, you just pay attention more to stuff around you, and the reason why people are in their situations, like even footballers can't even, some of them can't walk because they've damaged their knees and they've had this, so you realise that yoga is just, or stretching or Pilates or anything like that, it's just a way of life. But I'm not spiritual. Let's get out there. I'm not spiritual in that sense. I don't do yoga for any spiritual reasons. I do it because it helps me prolong my fitness career.
Awesome. Yeah. So where can people find you? How can they connect with you?
So luckily for everyone, I have one name for every single platform.
Consistency, brand consistency.
So it's PMAC Fitness. It's PMAC Fitness, FITNESS, on every single platform.
Awesome.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever comes out next, we're on that too.
So everyone, that was our fantastic interview with PMAC. If you're not feeling like you need to go to the gym, what were you doing during the interview? Because I certainly am. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Bianca Miller-Cole.
And I'm Byron Cole.
See you next time.
Thank you.